Welcome everyone. Today we are going to be learning how to draft, cut and sew this bubble gown.
The required measurement that you are going to be needing is your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus your desired sleeve length. Okay, that is what you are going to be needing. Then you need your hip circumference measurements here, then the gown length. That's all you need. So now let's proceed into the class. So I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll mark it here, which is 8 inches. Then I will measure from there to my desired sleeve length, which is 15 inches. That's what I'm going to be using here. Can you see? So now, the length of this gown is 39 inches. It totally depends on you. It depends on what you want. You can increase it and you can decrease it. So now, from the actual length here, I'm going to measure my hip circumference divided by 4. Okay? The one I'm working with is 46. 46 divided by 4, I have 11.5. So I'm going to be adding 2.5 inch sewing allowance to this. So I'm going to be using 1 inch to sew and I'm going to free it with 1.5 inch wide. Okay, so I'm going to mark it there. Then I'm going to measure from this upper part here to my hip line. Okay, so the hip line I'm working with is 28 inches. It's 28 inches. That's the hip line I'm working with. So I'm going to extend this line towards this side. Okay, so on this same line, on this hip line here, I'm going to measure whatever I have at the gown length here, which is 14 inches. I have 14 inches here, you know. So I'll bring the same measurement to this place. So I'm going to mark it here. Then I'll try to mark additional one in the middle here. Then I'll connect it straight, like so. So this is our hip line, the gown length. Then I will come up here. I will mark my shoulder slope, which is 1.5. Okay. Then I will mark the back neck width. I'm going to be using 3.5 here. I'll be using 3. Or let me use 3 inches. So after sewing, it will become 3.5. Then the neck depth is going to be 1.5 for the back. I'm marking the back now, 1.5 for the back. So I'm going to connect it like so. Okay, I'll use my curve ruler to fix that later. This is. Then for the front, I'm going to measure from up here. I'll mark 7 inches wide. Okay, I'm going to mark 7 inches. So I'll connect it straight up. Using my curve ruler, I've already connected this. So I'm going to connect from the 7 inches to this place. But before I connect it, I want to mark 0.7 inch wide. From the 7 inches here, I'll mark 0.7 inches wide. 0.75, sorry. 0.75. From here to here is 7 inches. I came in by 0.75. You can use half inch if you want to. So from the 0.75, I'm going to connect it to my neck width. Okay. I'm going to connect to my neck width. So here is the back and here is the front. I hope you're getting my point. Now, from that place, from the neck width here, I want to connect the shoulder slope. You know, I've marked the shoulder slope already. I'll be connecting it to the shoulder slope. My 1.5 inch shoulder slope. Okay. I've connected my neck width to my shoulder slope. So the next thing I'm going to do now, from the shoulder slope here, I'm going to come down by 7 inches. Okay, I'll come down by 7 inches. I'll mark it here. Let me use this yellow chalk. From the sleeve opening, I'm going to come down by 7 inches. Okay, then from the 7 inches, I'll go outward like so. Okay, I'll go outward like so. So from here now, you know we have our hip circumference divided by 4 from here. And I'm going to be connecting like this. Just watch the way I'm connecting it I'm going to connect it to that 7 inches point. This one will be our sewing allowance that we are going to use to fold in the the sleeve opening. Okay, so now we are through with the drafting. Just connect from the hip line towards the 7 inches. I hope you are getting my point. Now the shop is not showing very well. I don't know, but at least you can see from the from the um from the hip line. I try to connect. I try to shape it this way. Can you see? That's how you are going to do it. Okay, to the 7 inches. So now I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut out the back first. Just watch the way I'm going to do it. So you cut out the back first. That is it. Then I'll come here. So you see, I'll just shape it in like so. So this is it. I'm done cutting out the back. So we have, this is the shape here. I hope you can see it. You can see the shape, how it's looking now. This is how it should be. So this is your marking here. So now let's remove the back so that we can cut out the front. I will gently remove this. Then I will fold it back. Make sure they are equal at the top here. Then I'm going to cut this out. So this is the front piece and that is the back piece. Okay, so this is it. So this is the front. Can you see the shape of the front? This is the front here. And here is the back. This is the back piece. And this is the back piece. Can you see it? So before I go to my sewing machine to sew, because we're going to be joining the two shoulders now. But before I join the two shoulders, I already interface the fabric. So I interface on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to notch it. So before I notch it, I'm going to fold it over like so. I will make sure everything is in place. I'll make sure everything is in place like so. Make sure the neckline align like so. Okay, make sure the neckline aligns here, both the front, both the other side and this side. Make sure they align, because if you don't allow it to align, it will affect the finishing of this dress. So here is it. So I'm just going to notch this in a slant form. I'm going to notch it in a, don't let it straight, don't make it straight, slant it like so. Like, let me show you. This is what I did. I slant it like this. Can you see it? So just go in that way by ½ inch. I hope you're getting my point. By ½ inch is okay. Don't cut too much. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. Can you see it? So now the next thing we are going to do now, I'll go to my sewing machine. I'll join the two shoulders. So we want to fix the neckline. So here is the strip of fabric that I've cut out already. This is 2 inches wide. Okay, it's 2 inches wide. Okay, so the neck, the length, I measure around the neckline like so. Okay, I measure around the neckline. Here is the neckline here. So I measure it from this side, from where we notched earlier. I measure it round. I measure it round. Okay, I measure it till we get to the other place that I notched. Okay, I have 27 inches around the neck circumference. So I use it to cut this, and I added about 5 inches length. So can you see? This is 15 inches here. So there I have about, make sure that this neckline, at least you had about maybe like 5 inches, or make it longer anyway, so that you have enough to put inside. we are going to do now is to notch the center of this, fold into two equal halves. Then you notch the center like so. Then I added stay interface to this to give this fabric stability. It's somehow soft. So then after notching the center of that one, you are going to do the same thing here. Just put this together like so. Then you notch the center as well. Okay, so after that you're going to mash them together like this. Where you notch, you're going to mash them together as seen. So I'm going to place it here. I'm going to start sewing from where I notched so that I won't mix out. I will start to sew from where I notched. I'm trying to match them. So I'm going to sew on 1/2 inch round. So you can see where I notched. I'm going to stop my sewing exactly on my notching, okay? So you can see that I stopped exactly on where I notched. I'm going to reverse there. Then I'm going to raise my machine up, joining that side. So I'll turn to this other side here and I'll sew it round as well. Okay. Let's stop where your notching stops. I hope you get my point. So that is where my notching ends. Can you see the neckline? So I'm going to flip this inward like so. Just flip it inward, okay? Then flip the second one inward as well. Can you see? We are getting there. So we are going to fix this. We are going to fold it inward. After flipping the one that is up here, you can see it. You push it inward like so. Push it inward like so. Okay. After this, you can decide to iron it flat. Then I will show you. After joining, I flip it to the wrong side. Can you see? This is the one that we sewed in, and this is one that goes inward. So we are going to sew them down. We are going to use our machine to top stitch on this. Before you top stitch, make sure you arrange very well, okay? Make sure you arrange very well. So you can see the neckline here. So I'm going to stop stitch it from this side. I'm going to top stitch it from here, from the right side, because I couldn't get it right on the wrong side. It's giving me wrong something there. So just top stitch it from this side. It's as simple as this. And if you want to do it from the inside, it's fine, but after you sew it from the inside, you are still going to sew it from the outside here. So simple as this. You can see the neckline. Here is the neckline. Can you see it? So this is what we just sew. Here is it. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join the sides. Then it's going to have a slit at the side here. So I'll go and join the two sides, put the slit, then I'll come back and show us. I've joined the two sides. Here is it. Then I leave 10 inches opening from the down here. You can see the 10-inch opening here. So I'm going to sew it like we used to sew buba on the side, okay? So I'll just fold it in and sew it. Then I will sew the gown length. Put this in, okay? Let me go and do it and come back and show us the final look. This is it. I've finished sewing it. And here is the side. Can you see the opening? And this is the neckline. This is the whole gown. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow. My name is Omar Medumba. Like, come your way next time. Bye.